let's go over there.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
I want to go back that way.
No, come on. Let's go over this way. Come on. Oh, look, an old building.
Oh. I've got to sit down. I'm so tired.
Okay.
Oh, here's a place.
Okay.
Oh. Where are we, Robert?
We're on a private island.
Does anybody live here?
Not that I know of.
Well, maybe we're not supposed to be here.
Oh, it's all right.
Okay.
Have you had a nice day, Ada?
Oh, I've had a wonderful day.
I want to take a look around.
Oh, please don't leave me, Robert.
Oh, come on.
No.
Sure. I'll be right back. Cutting away. Come on.
time to get up.
Why? It's Saturday.
Oh? I have a letter for you. A letter.
For who?
Oh?
Oh, Richard. Come on. Come on, Richard. Richard, it's from Moya Dobbs.
H.H. Dobbs? D.H.H. Dobbs? Hubert Humphrey Dobbs?
Yes, darling. Father's lawyer.
I can't believe it. I thought he'd be dead by now. The first books I read in law school were by H.H. Dobbs. Must be an old fossil by now.
Once us in New York on February 2nd. Second. That's a week from Tuesday, isn't it?
He wants us. What does it have to do with me?
I don't know, Richard. All I know is that it says that we're both to be there on February 2nd.
I don't see how we can arrange it. What with Christmas just over and Philadelphia the way it is after the holidays. Besides, my law practice hasn't been what we'd hoped.
I know, darling. I know it'll take money.
And besides, where are we going to stay?
We could stay with Veronica. Don't worry about that.
Now listen, Vicki, it's out of the question. We just can't afford it.
Oh, darling.
Now, don't get any silly ideas in that stubborn red head of yours. The answer is no.
Darling. What about Walter? What about your brother Walter? Couldn't you go to him? Couldn't he lend us some money?
No, Vicki, no. No.
But who else has as much money? Who else can a brother turn to? And who else has always told us if we ever needed anything to come to him, Who else but your brother Walter?
Victoria, do you know what you're asking me to do? Do you know how many strings Walter attaches to his money? Do you know Walter?
Walter's very sweet.
You don't know how sweet he is. Now, listen, you don't know what you're asking me to do.
Oh, please, darling.
No.
Please.
No. No, Victoria. No, 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 no. Yes, yes. Yes, Walter.
And another thing, Richard, you never come visit me. I never get to see the two of you. It seems strange that the only time you come to visit is when you need something.
That's more my fault.
I gathered as much.
Oh, no, Walter. You don't understand. You see, we haven't been as social lately as we'd like to be because financially we can't afford it.
Oh, nonsense, Vicky. Money does not necessitate friendship. My brother Richie means more to me than money. No one knows what Richie means to me. How much?
Richard?
150 should be enough.
You're sure? I wouldn't want you to want. Oh, Richard, while you're in New York, there's a friend of mine I'd like you to look up for me. Oh, and Vicky, would you be an angel and stop by Tiffany's and pick up that set of Bavarian crystal I've ordered? I'm sure you can handle it. I don't trust it in the post. It's only 36 pieces. Oh, and Richard, there's a gallery just off Fifth Avenue near St. Patrick's. They have this marvelous Beardsley called, it's called The Priest and the Acolyte. Will you price it for me? Oh, I wish I were going with you. I haven't been in New York in ages. Oh, but it's good seeing you again. You too, Vicky. Yeah, dear Vicky. You know, when Richard married you, I was furious with him. I didn't think you were good enough for him. But I'm sure in time you'll prove me wrong, won't you, dear? Oh, this is a day. We must celebrate. Yes, that's it. Vicky, I have a bottle of champagne in the pantry. Would you be an angel and get it for me? My manservant's at the post.
Of course, Walter.
Thank you. Now, dear, That way. Good seeing you again, Richard. You don't know how much I've missed you. You know, you took a big chunk out of my life when you married her.
Listen, Walter. Don't start that up again. You have your life to live. Live it. I have mine. Don't interfere. Can't you see why? You have abnormal tastes. I don't. She means everything to me.
More than me?
Listen, Walter, ever since that Saturday afternoon, things have been different.
Not for me. Richie...
Champagne! Dobbs? He won. We haven't heard from him in years. Wonder what this could be about. Donald, do you remember that honeymoon we never had?
Do you remember the honeymoon we never had?
How would you like to go to New York?
How would you like to go to New York?
Oh, Donald, be serious.
Oh, don't be serious.
Donald, we have to go to New York.
Who says so?
Lawyer Dobbs.
Who's he?
What time are you supposed to meet them, Veronica?
I told you, darling, at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
No, you didn't tell me.
Yes, I did tell you.
All right, all right. You know, we're going to be a little crowded here for a while.
Well, what am I supposed to do? They are my sisters. After all, I can't let them go to a hotel when they can't afford it.
And after all, what are relatives for?
Precisely.
You know, for a little one, you certainly pack a wallop.
Don't you know good things come in small packages?
Is that so?
Precisely.
Where did you pick up that word?
I learned it yesterday.
Well, drop it. It doesn't fit.
Is that so?
That's so. Come here.
Who? Me?
Yes, you. Come here. How long have we been married?
3 years.
That's a long time.
No, it isn't.
That's nice to hear. Forget the time.
Oh, no, darling. What time is it?
Time is of no importance.
Oh, yes, it is. Money is involved.
Oh, so that's what's in that little mind of yours.
A little mind. Don't you know that good things
come in little packages? Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be late. I haven't seen them in years.
It always takes money to bring people together, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does. No, we're not going to go into that again. By the way, where are you going to be meeting Elizabeth and Victoria?
A little sweet shop on Broadway and 23rd Street.
Why so far uptown?
Well, it's more convenient for them.
How convenient.
Well, Donald and Richard are on a buying spree, and we all have to be at Lawyer Dobbs' office at 3 o'clock sharp.
I am lost. Shall we take it again? Now, I said, how convenient. And you said that Richard and Don are on a buying spree. Now, what has that got to do with being at Broadway and 23rd with those two?
Richard and Donald?
No, Elizabeth and Vic... Oh, forget it. You know, you are crazy.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say about 80%.
80% of what?
Darling, you are going to be late.
I am not. What time is it?
11:30.
Couldn't be. It couldn't be. I am going to be late. Bill, what am I going to wear? And look at my hair. I haven't even fixed it yet. And what should I wear? And tell me, how do I get to 23rd Street? Well, wait here. Bill, would you do me a favor?
The train was just horrid. We shared a compartment with this awful little old man, and he kept smoking his horrid Havana cigars. Oh, he was just incorrigible.
It's so nice having the two of you stay with me in New York. You know, I miss the two of you dreadfully. Bill and I have arranged for us to go to the theater. We're going to see Little Old New York. Afterwards, we're going to go to Delmonico's. And after that, we're going to go to Ronnie.
Wait a minute. You forget that you've got two slow country girls here. We're not used to the fast pace of the big city life. How is William's hotel business?
The way plumbing is, it's fantastic.
Oh, yes, I want to thank you for that fabulous tub you sent us. Donald and I just loved it. Well, we just love that tub you sent us.
Good afternoon, ladies. May I take your order?
Ronnie?
Yes. I think I'll have a cucumber sandwich, some tea, and some of that delicious chocolate cake.
You'll get that.
I'll have the same.
We'll have 3. Now, Ronnie, tell us what you know about Lawyer Dobbs.
I don't know any more than you do. All I know is we have to be in the office at 3 o'clock sharp. He didn't tell me anything after that.
Well, it's about settling Papa's estate, isn't it? There could be no other reason for him to bring us all together like this. If you remember, after Mama died, the arrangement was that the will was not to be read until after all 3 of us were married and settled. Richard and I have been married for 7 years. You, Elizabeth, have been married to Donald for 5. And you, Chicken, have been married to William for 3. So, the time has come. They are finally going to settle Papa's estate. Oh, did you get hurt? Oh, no, it's all right. I just didn't expect it. Expect what?
Now, before we begin, there are a few things I must tell you. First of all, this will is highly irregular, but legal. Now, your father was a very strong-willed and mysterious man. None of you knew your father. His vast holdings in South America demanded every moment of his attention, thereby denying you your natural attentions. He came back to this country only 5 times. Out of those 5 visits, 3 children were conceived. Victoria, Elizabeth, and Veronica. And in that order. On his last visit here, he demanded my presence at Crenshaw House. Well, I arrived by boat and immediately went to his room. He was a very untrusting man. He had already had this will drawn up by lawyers in South America. And all he wanted of me was my signature attesting to the legality of his sanity. To this day, I don't know what's in these papers. Well, my dears, this is it. I haven't been so nervous since I was a young man. Of 40. My dearest darlings, by now, you are all happily married, something I never was. You loved your mother, I never did. She was a good mother, but a bad wife. She was possessive, selfish, and frigid. These statements I make now against her should not be allowed to hurt your feelings toward her. They are meant to give you insight into the following provisions. 1. Each of you and your husband shall reside at the Crenshaw house in sexual harmony for the period of 3 days. 2. On the morning of the 3rd day, an envelope marked with a B in the possession of my lawyer will be opened and the bequest shall be dispersed. 3. The large old trunk in the attic shall be brought down and opened at this time. 4. In case any unforeseen events occur, the eldest heir shall redistribute my bequests according to her best wishes. This house must know married love in those 3 days, a love that it had never known from your mother and I. Signed, Walter Crenshaw, Esquire, and so on. Now,
Well, what a strange man. I never realized there was no love between Mama and Papa.
You know, Mother never let us know.
Well, I don't like it. The whole thing frightens me.
You and your imagination. When do we leave?
well, I know you all have personal matters to take care of.
Let me help.
So, shall we say tomorrow morning?
Sooner the better, William? It's fine with me.
Well, then it's settled. Tomorrow morning at 7 sharp, we shall meet at South Ferry. I will make all the arrangements. You will arrive on Crenshaw Island late in the afternoon. I will arrive by boat on the 3rd day, according to your father's wishes. One more thing. They will be there to meet you.
They? Who are they?
The servants in the house.
The servants?
Yes, Martha, Hattie, and Colin Trask.
Don't mind Colin, Mrs. Tramp. He's simple-minded. Stop that, Colin. Would you give him a hand, please, Mr. Randall? Thank you.
I don't want it. No.
No, I want you to behave.
I want my
You'll go to bed without supper.
I want my Teddy. I want my Teddy. I want my
Now, you be a good boy, or I'll get the belt. You hear? Now, here, you pull this sled. Like a good boy. Come on.
Don't you find it difficult living here like this all alone the year round?
No, not really. We're used to it. It wasn't quite as lonely when your mother was alive. She was a dear woman, Mrs. Crenshaw was.
What a horrible way for Mama to die.
There were a great many that died in the plague.
Look around you. You see the result.
You mean no one's been back here since then?
No.
We're the only 3 left on the island.
How much further is it to the house?
Only a little way. Oh, you must be exhausted.
The boat ride was a little choppy. When will the boat be here again?
The day after tomorrow.
What? You mean to say we're completely cut off from the mainland?
Yes, sir.
I told you to behave. You won't listen to me, will you? Well, will you? Will you? It's the stone under the sled. Don't hit him like that. Can't you see? He doesn't understand.
Sorry, I'm around. There comes some handles falling the wrong way.
It's the owner. He understands.
This used to be your old playroom. Your mother had it done over years ago.
Ronnie, come here. Do you believe that this used to be our playroom?
I thought the playroom was on the second floor.
No, it's up here. Don't you remember?
The house looks so different.
That's just because it's been so long since you've been here.
Ronnie, for heaven's sakes, I can't stand here all day holding this.
Here, let me show you.
God.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you. You need to put it up there. I'll put you and Veronica in her old room.
You don't think. I could have done okay, Bill.
And I'll put you and Elizabeth, Mr. Randall, in Victoria's old room.
All right.
Through the years, the rooms haven't been kept up as they should have been, so I hope you won't mind the inconvenience.
What's this?
Don't touch that. It belongs to Collins. It's Collins. Colin. It's me, Martha. Colin. Where are you, Colin?
Darling, you're incorrigible. It's been like that ever since I met him.
That's not fair. I'm not like that at all.
You wouldn't want to take a bet, would you?
Ooh.
Bill, you never kissed me like that.
Not when other people are around, but wait till I get you upstairs.
Is it a promise?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you four are going to carry on like newlyweds, I'm going to be sick. When you've been married as long as Richard and I, you'll think twice about sexual demonstrations in public.
Oh.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to find Richard in the dining room.
Oh. Hold on. I'll let me get started. Take a look at it.
Certainly it's good to get away from Philadelphia.
You know, we could make it our second honeymoon.
Oh, and you'd like that, wouldn't you?
What do you think?
You know, darling, after all these years, I think I love you even more.
Thank you, darling.
Remember the first time we met?
You mean in the restaurant?
And you looked at me and...
And you passed a note to me?
I passed a note. I did not, you brazen hussy.
You did too. Remember? You slipped a note into my glove. Oh, I couldn't sleep for a week after that, imagining all sorts of wild things between you and me.
Me too.
And it's all come true.
I think you laid a trap for me.
I always get what I want.
You were wild, you know that.
You taught me to be.
Exactly what I want you to be.
Oh, Richard, darling.
Oh, excuse me.
Dan.
I think I'd better go into the parlor, don't you?
Wait till I get you upstairs.
You know, for an old married couple, you two are pretty wild. You mind your own business, chicken. And next time, knock before you come into a room.
She is a nosy little piece of baggage, isn't she, Vicky?
Yes.
Sherry, anyone?
Yes, I'll have some more.
All right.
I'll have another one, too.
You've had quite a few already.
No, not enough.
Vicky.
I've just had my sherry.
She's not fooling.
Oh, little hussy, you.
Aren't you having one, Don?
I never touch sherry. Brandy's more my speed.
Yes, he got sick on sherry once. And rye and pork and scotch.
Shut up, Elizabeth.
Yes.
You know, it's wonderful all of us being together again.
Yes.
Yes, it seems ages since we've all been together. Yes. Not since Mama died.
Now, let's not think about that. Let's think about all of us together and happy. You know, why don't you come up to New York more often, all four of you?
Yes, why don't you? We've got plenty of room. There's no excuse why you shouldn't.
Where is this husband of yours?
He's in the dining room talking to Hattie.
My God, it's so gloomy out there.
Why don't you come over here? We'll light the fire, and then it won't be so gloomy. It's chilly, isn't it? Oh, that feels good.
Oh, fire.
Hey! Prodigal son, you've decided to return.
Move over. You're taking up too much room.
You've never complained before.
Oh. Are you doing that on purpose?
No, I'm just standing here trying to warm myself.
The honeymoon over?
Fine.
Veronica, what is it?
Are you all right, chicken?
I think so.
Are you cold?
I don't know what it was. It was like a cold hand over my heart. Oh, I'm frightened. You know, there's something definitely wrong.
Excuse me, but if there's nothing else, Martha and I would like to retire for the evening. We've had a long day.
But of course, Hattie.
How thoughtless of us.
What time is it? My God, it's after 11 o'clock.
You go on to bed, Hattie. We'll be coming along shortly. Thank you very much. Oh, one thing, Hattie, before you go, would you mind getting something to warm the bed for Veronica? I think she's coming down with a cold.
I'm all right, really I am.
Nonsense. You do as Elizabeth says.
All right, I'll get it right away.
I'm getting you to bed right now.
You all treat me as if I were a child.
You are.
You know, I never slept in a strange bed before.
Well, you're lucky it's not with a strange woman.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Don't get cheeky with me.
Oh, cheek.
Oh, you too.
Don? Yeah. What time are you getting up in the morning? Late tomorrow?
I think we should all sleep late tomorrow. We never get a chance to at home.
Right. I wonder if I could get that old woman to serve me breakfast in bed.
Now, don't you all get too cheeky. Just remember, you're a guest in my house. I'm sorry. I mean our house.
Here it is. Martha had it all ready.
This should do it.
I hope you'll feel better in the morning.
Oh, and I'll close these drapes over here to keep in the warm air. Donald, you get the other window. Can I help?
Oh, no, I'm used to this.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit. What does that mean? Who could it have been?
I don't know, but I'm frightened. Oh, Richard, I can't stay in bed. That was strange. The premonition Veronica had in the parlor.
What do you mean?
All her life, Veronica's had a sixth sense about things.
What things?
Remember the night before Mama died? Ronnie was staying with us in Philadelphia. In the middle of the night, she woke up screaming. When we went to her bedside, she was cold with sweat. And she said, Mom is dead. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
Veronica's premonitions have always come true.
Now, Vicky, I'm sorry. I can't go along with that.
Have it your own way. I know I'm right.
No, Vicky, I'm sure that dead rabbit was someone's idea of a cruel joke, that's all.
No, it was no joke. It reeked of death.
Could have been any one of them.
You know, it's very strange. After all these years of being so close, I don't feel close to them now.
Well, that's only natural. You haven't seen them in a long time.
No, it's not that. It's this house. Something so... I don't know. The whole thing about the will is just... I don't know what it is.
Relax, Vicky, relax. Don't let it bother you. Everything will be all right.
You think so?
Well, what do you want to do?
This house and property is worth a great deal of money. God only knows how much.
Well, we'll get our share.
I want more than my share.
That's not fair. That's being selfish.
Is it? Why shouldn't I have more? I'm the eldest. You don't know how many years I took care of my sisters when we were younger. Mama never had time. Hattie and Martha were always too busy. I did all the bringing up. I never had what I wanted. I always had to do without. I even had to do without when you were in law school.
Do you resent me for that?
I want what's coming to me.
Vicky, I've never seen you like that.
What's coming to me?
Vicky, I've never seen you like this.
Then you don't know me very well.
Don't talk like that.
I'd do anything to get what I want. Oh.
You didn't answer me.
What?
Do you resent me?
Richard, how could I resent you? You're my whole life. Oh.
Come to bed. Beautiful. Stay here. I'll be right back.
No, don't leave me. Richard.
Did you see anything?
No, I just came out of my room. I heard something. I just came out of my room.
Are you sure?
Why, man? Don't you believe me?
There's an X marked in blood on our door upstairs.
I couldn't.
Don't go up. I don't want her to disturb Victoria any more than she has been. I thought I saw something. What? I thought I saw a shadow moving down the stairs just before he came down. I'll go down and have a look around. Yeah, good idea. God, it's cold. Get some sherry? No, thank you. Oh, I forgot. Brandy's your drink. My nerves are shot. Another? Yeah, you know. Cheers. How's Ronnie? Asleep. At least she was when I left. It's not very comfortable having a dead animal put in your bed. It's not very funny. I don't think it was intended to be funny. First the animal, then the blood on your door. Why? I mean, it doesn't make sense. I think that Colin is sicker or smarter than we think. I don't think it was Colin. Who do you think did it? I don't know, but I'm not going to be able to sleep until I check. I'm going to go check the butler's pantry. A good idea. Wait, I'll check the front door and make sure it's locked.
Richard, is that you? Richard, answer me. Who's out there?
Oh, Hattie, you couldn't expect them to eat until now, after what happened last night.
This throws our whole day off.
Hattie, for God's sake, stop it. You've been going on like this all morning. None of our days are going to be the same until they're gone. So you might as well stop it now.
Our whole lives used to revolve around those girls.
And now they seem to be in the way?
I didn't say that.
No, but I did, and I mean it. I never loved those three the way you did. There, I've said it. After all these years, I've said it.
I never knew you felt like this.
So you didn't get the table set. You certainly can't wait for them any longer.
Where did Colin get that rabbit?
Yesterday afternoon when we were arriving with the luggage.
He found the animal and started to eat it. I grabbed it from him and hid it. Last night, while you were all upstairs, I buried it in the back garden. How he found it again, I'll never know.
Be more careful.
We can't watch Colin all the time.
But we have to. You know how he gets.
But he hasn't done anything like that in years.
We should have had him committed years ago.
But Hattie, you can't have your own brother committed to an asylum.
If only he wouldn't get so violent.
It's mostly my fault. If I didn't beat him so much.
You have to, Martha.
I know, Hattie. I know.
Did you tie him up last night?
I kept him tied up in my room all night.
Are you sure?
All I know is when I went to sleep, he was there on the chain, and when I woke up, he was still there.
Thank God it wasn't him.
Crying is not going to help us a bit.
I feel so helpless.
How do you think I feel?
And you think somebody did put something in Donald's drink?
It's the only way it could have gone off like that.
Did you check all the glasses?
I checked the glasses, I checked the decanter, I checked everything. There wasn't a trace of a sleeping powder.
Then you think somebody did cover up completely? Did you check everything?
I checked everything. Damn it, I told you, and nothing.
Why would anyone want to kill Richard? It doesn't make sense.
No one could have hanged him up that way unless they had a great deal of strength.
I don't want to hear.
Don't you turn away from me until I'm finished.
Not that way, William. Not now.
On the bed.
Go here.
Shut up. Stop it. Back here. Stop it. Stop it.
Hattie, Martha, come in here a moment. I want to talk to you. Where was Colin last night?
He was with us. We know where he was all night.
It wasn't, Colin. Believe us, it wasn't.
Do you have a Bible?
On the sideboard.
Swear to that?
I'll swear it. It's the truth.
Swear it is the truth.
Where?
It's from Miss Victoria's room. There we go. There. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Here, down. There. No, no, no. Now go, turn, go, up, up.
Colin, please don't do that. You frightened me. Can't you knock before you come into a room? Oh, I'm sorry, Colin. I didn't mean to snap at you. I'm terribly upset. Just put the wood over by the stove. By the stove, Colin. Colin, what is it?
I didn't. I didn't. I didn't.
Didn't what? Colin, don't you think you better put that wood down by the fireplace? Colin! That's a good boy. think he was trying to tell me something.
No, I think he likes you. He always tries to make conversations with people he likes. I bought some clean linens for the bed. You must try to eat something. You haven't eaten anything since you came.
God, I wish I'd never left New York.
Oh, please don't think about it. Come down and try to eat something. Come on, come on.
Oh, yes, Martha, what is it?
It's Colin, Master Donald. I'd appreciate it if you could help him with the kindling. He can't handle it without supervision, and what with 5 extra people in the house, Hattie and I can't help. So, would you be so kind?
Oh, certainly. I'd be happy to. What is it you want me to do?
It's quite simple, really. The logs are kept behind the house, and they have to be taken to the cellar to be cut. Colin can handle anything to do with weight, but when it comes to the saw, he needs help.
Certainly, I'd be glad to. I'm going crazy around here anyway with nothing to do. How about you, Elizabeth?
I think I'd better spend the afternoon with Vicky. She ought to have someone to talk to. Don't worry about me, dear. I'll see you later.
Colin! There's no need to be frightened, Colin. No one's going to hurt you. Colin, this is Master Donald.
Master Donald?
Master Donald's going to help you with the wood.
What? Wood? What?
So I want you to do exactly what Master Donald tells you to do. Cellar. Cellar. Here, you'd better take this belt.
Couldn't use this on him.
You probably won't have to, but it's the only thing he understands. He sometimes gets quite violent, you know. But I don't think you need worry. He's usually quite frightened of the saw. Colin? Take Master Donald downstairs.
Down?
Downstairs.
Martha?
I'm coming, Hattie, I'm coming.
She told me she wanted to wait for her husband in her room.
Well, we can't wait any longer. The turkey will all be dried out.
Do you want to call him, or shall I?
I'll call him. You get the turkey. Dinner is served.
Are we going to eat without Donald?
What about Elizabeth?
We don't know where Mr. Donald is. We can't wait any longer for dinner.
It's not like Donald to be inconsiderate.
Well, perhaps he did get lost.
Well, we can't wait any longer. It isn't fair to Hattie or Martha. All right, Martha.
Ooh, it's a shame Donald's going to miss this. Where's Elizabeth?
Miss Elizabeth is up in her room. She said she'd rather wait to eat when her husband comes back.
that, Ronnie. It isn't going to help a bit.
I can't help myself.
I'm sorry. It's just that I don't know which way to turn. Can't even get off this goddamn island. I wish to hell we'd never come to this damn place.
Swearing isn't going to help.
Who is it?
Martha, sir.
What do you want?
May I speak to you a moment, sir?
I'm frightened. Don't go out there.
It's only Martha. Yes, Martha, what is it?
Sir, Lawyer Dobbs requested that a trunk be brought down from the attic, and I was wondering if you could help Colin bring it down to the park.
Yes, certainly. Where is it?
Here?
Couldn't it wait until Lawyer Dobbs comes tomorrow?
No, we won't have time. The trunk has to be brought down for the reading of the will. After that, you leave for New York immediately. The boat won't wait. Colin! Colin? Come on, come on. Come on, Colin. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Colin. Ah. Could you give him a hand with it, sir?
Onto my back. All right. Want to close the door, Martha, please?
And you girls better keep your doors locked.
Watch this. Go around this way. I think I'm going to go downstairs and check the cellar again.
Do you think you should? Don't you think it would be wiser to stay upstairs with them?
No, I'm going downstairs. There's got to be an explanation for this.
Very well. Colin! Help me with the fire. Help me, Colin. Help me. $1865. Man and a baby. H.C., my favorite girl from Walter C.
That must be... Sorry, Colin. Here, Colin.
Mine.
Colin, I'm sorry.
Come on out, Colin, come on. I'm not going to hurt you. What is it? Tell Martha all about.
The boy.
Potter, what are yours? What's this? 1865. To my favorite girl, H.C. from Walter Street. That's Mr. Crenshaw. But who's H.C.? But of course.
I've waited for this moment. Do you know how long I've planned and stayed awake nights thinking of how to get what belongs to me? Do you know who I am? Meet your sister, Hattie. That's right, your sister. Didn't know that, did you? Hattie! Until I finish. 31 years ago, I was the firstborn in this house. My mama died giving birth to me. My papa, our papa, loved my mama very much. He was so alone that he married again. But he was so heartbroken that he stayed away except for 5 visits. And
he laid in there with that woman, that bitch, your mother. Out of those 5 visits, 3 girls were conceived. Victoria, Elizabeth, and Veronica. Your father never knew how cruel your mother was. She promised to care for me as she did you, but she hated me, and she blamed me for his not coming back. Every time he would visit, she would pet me, fawn over me, dress me, pretend that I was her favorite. Then when he would leave, I was beaten and starved and put into servitude. And then she got an idea. She bought 2 infants, Martha and Colin Trask. And she brought them off as my brother and sister. I never knew the difference. Through the years, I've discovered all the clues and the proof to my true identity, and I've waited for my day to judge my vengeance. This morning, that trunk in the parlor will reveal all the proof I need. When Lawyer Dobbs arrives, everyone will be gone. You know who killed him? Colin. Poor, stupid Colin. That same Colin that your mother beat so unmercifully that he became a half-wit. Oh, I'll fix it so there'll be no doubt that he did it. You see, I had to kill him in self-defense. You didn't know I was so clever, did you? Neat little Hattie. Oh, Colin was useful to me before he died, but he'd be more useful to me now that he's dead. You see, I couldn't have done all those things that I had to do without his help. I should thank your mother for making him a half-wit. Goodbye, Veronica. Goodbye.